Hello, my name is Sean Dempsey, and today I'm going to be presenting to you my civic engagement assignment. Ooh, lucky you. So I'm going to start by saying life is kind of like a pyramid. There's a whole bunch of little things all coming together to form something huge. There's no shortcuts when climbing a pyramid. You can't take an elevator, you can't take an escalator, there's no fancy jetpack you could throw on and fly up there. You have to start out with that little baby step and then take a whole bunch of little baby steps after that so you get to the top. And then most of the time, you can't even see the top until you're halfway, well over halfway up the pyramid. So this goes for communication as well. When you want to develop a strong relationship with somebody, the backbone of that is effective and good communication. So the first thing that I did, the first out of 5 things that I did for this assignment was I visited a outdoor preserve. Secondly, I had dinner with the roommates. Well, made and had dinner with my roommates. I met a stranger and talked to them face to face. I sat down with my grandma, and I also visited a local nonprofit here in Cave Creek, Arizona. So firstly, starting with the hike, most people think like, why hike, why work out? Like you can't bond with someone over that because you're all sweaty, you're heavy breathing. I completely disagree with that. Both myself and my friend Josh, who I hiked with, we both were on the same frequency and energy levels, and we're able to bond and connect, and we're in nature, so it's a great euphoric environment, and he's not going to get mad at me if I take too long to answer his question because I'm breathing hard, I'm trying to catch my breath or something. We both know that. So you got to know who you're talking to, I guess. Secondly, I had dinner with the roommates. This was something we planned and arranged. Sorry, excuse me. And it was great. You know, we all had our own responsibilities. Somebody had the meat, somebody had the veggies, somebody had the carbs. And then when we did finally sit down and collaborate, we got so much done that we needed to get done for so long. We were able to talk bills, we were able to talk what kind of dog we want to get, because we just moved into this new house. And we actually made it a tradition that every Wednesday night we make dinner, and we've been able to follow through with that for almost every Wednesday since. Maybe we missed one, but whatever. Thirdly, I connected with a stranger. I wasn't even planning on using this for the assignment until after the fact. I was actually at a bar with some friends, and I lost a bet, and part of the deal was I had to go up and introduce myself to a guy and act interested in him. So when I did approach this guy who was there by himself, he was super happy to have somebody to talk to. And we started talking and finds out that we have the same favorite football team, we have the same exact name, spelled the same way. And 10, 15 minutes into the conversation, this guy's buying me drinks, sliding him over, and, you know, it's a win-win. So that went more than well. Fourthly, I sat down with my grandma and I asked her to talk to me about, you know, her life growing up and if she could give me any advice. So she got super excited. I saw this light in her eyes I've never seen. She grabbed me, sat me down, and told me all about money, you know, her life, what she's learned, you know, what I could learn from her mistakes and all that. So that was a great conversation for myself to have with her. And it definitely put our relationship in a forward position. And lastly, I visited a local nonprofit here, Arizona Wild at Heart, located in Cave Creek, Arizona. I've done community service for them before, but this time I just went in there to talk to the people. And the most interesting thing for me to see was how driven and how passionate these people were in their organization when they're not even getting paid for it. You know, it's a nonprofit. So that really enlightened me and opened my eyes to see something that I didn't see before, which was super cool to me. So taking back from this assignment, I learned a couple great things. One of them being planned arrangement is going to be extremely successful and effective if you plan something out. If I'm taking a girl on a date, I'm not going to say I'll pick you up at 8. I'm going to say I'll pick you up at 8 and we're going to go to ice cream and then like mini golfing. That way she has an idea of what's going on and what to expect and how to feel going into the situation. Another thing I took back was to not be afraid of confrontation. Nothing bad can come from introducing yourself anything, they'll give you a shoulder and say goodbye. Oh my gosh, I'm so hurt. Best case scenario, like they're buying you beers, and that's a win in my book. So, and lastly, be aware of culture, but also be curious. With my grandma, I knew that she didn't grow up when there were cell phones and social media, or the same social problems that this world faces. So I didn't think I was really going to be able to take anything from her advice, but I actually was sitting there and was wanting to learn more when she stopped talking. So that was something that I didn't even know that I was going to be learning. So in conclusion, those 5 things and 3 things I learned from them are going to stick with me forever. I learned well more than those 3 things, but this assignment definitely made me a better communicator. One being, meetings are going to be very impactful if you arrange them and set it up, and give everyone all the information about it. If you're unsure about something, find out for yourself. Be open-minded, have an open ear. And lastly, ask, listen, and then ask more. Thank you for listening. Have a great rest of your day.